Morning, everyone, or evening, actually, I guess. Let me tilt my laptop a little bit. Okay, I can see everybody better now. All right, let's breathe and stretch first. All right. Hi. All right, let's bow in. Shomani. Hey. はい。お願いします。はい。 Loosen your back, pedal the feet. One foot up. Other one. All right, salamander. Other side. Drop the shoulder. Other side. Alternate. And a little bit of a work. Let's give the quads a little work. Okay, then let's do Numata Sensei's way. Fingers like this to begin with. Then out like this and up to the sky. And then step forward and then stretch to the outside and stretch up to the sky. Right, other foot. Weight on the front foot. Stretch up and out. Right, other one. Again. And then this time behind the back. And first, he always says ojigi. That means bow. So first, let's do a bow and stretch the arms out away from your body and do your bow. Loosen again. And one more time. Right. And then this time, kicking up, but also stretching these arms out on every kick. Okay. Are you okay? And then I have to remember on Wednesdays to eat breakfast earlier. I clear my throat a lot after I eat. Breakfast just before this. right? And Ceres, try to leave your elbows down. There it is. Excellent. Yes. Mm-hmm. I left foot forward, and I often encourage people to really bend that front knee and come way far forward. But and that's oftentimes what Takeda Shihan is doing. But let's just try. Let's keep in this vein of Numata Sensei, who's supporting us so graciously. Let's try stopping the foot right there, so that the front, so that the lower leg is vertical. Okay. But the potential, the risk is that we lose some of the dynamism. Okay. So when I encourage people to go way forward and way back, this is very clearly, no doubt, that we're covering a lot of ground. But now if we're only going this far and this far back, that's much less ground that we cover, right? Rather than this. So we have to really, really keep our alignment in order for this limited distance to still have an impact, especially once we pair up with somebody. And that's when it's tempting to stiffen the arms, pull with the shoulders. But you notice Numata Sensei, there's no tension in his shoulders. So anyway, let's keep the shoulders down. Let's keep absolutely the best alignment we can muster. And let's really draw our shoulders down away from our ears. Keep the crown of our head open. And I try not to add too many instructions, but also move from here rather than here. All right? So move this forward and back. So here we go. Hai, ei ho, 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 ei ho. Right side. I'll give you the other angle now. But same thing. Hai. Ei ho, 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 ei ho. Hai. Ei ho. So let's kind of review a few different classes all together as one. So let's start in Shinkokyu. And I've only mentioned it a couple of times, actually. Haven't focused strongly on it. But as you expand, you can let your torso fall forward, kind of. That it almost pushes your hands away. You can kind of roll onto the balls of your feet. Very subtly, very slightly. I'm exaggerating a little bit to show everybody. Later on, your feet are completely grounded, but the weight shifts a little bit to the balls of the feet on the expansion. So this stillness within movement and this movement within stillness that I experienced from Takeda Shihan and Yamaguchi Sensei, perhaps this ties in with that. Standing right in the same spot, but just shifting the weight from one part of your foot to the other part of your foot. Then drag your shoulders down again, get them away from your ears, expand that space between the shoulders and the ears. And now we'll start to tilt the hands. One going up a little bit, one going down. Lead with the thumbs, please. Lead up with the thumb. Lead down with the thumb. And still you can shift your weight onto the front of your foot and the back of your foot. Then let's integrate the footwork. Let's see if we can let our partner fall while we're still back here. The tendency will be to go up here and then come forward, shift our weight forward when we drop the hand. But instead, let's just let it drop right here. And remember, we were doing this with Ikkyo. Gosh, I think it was this group of students, but with some group recently, or groups, I was stressing the importance of, as this hand drops, the body stretches up. It's fairly easy to expand and expand your posture when you're going up. That's what the torso wants to do. But when you're coming down, the torso wants to kind of collapse and or tilt forward. But instead, let this fall with the crown of your head stretching up. The hand drops down, head stretches up. Then you have this yin and yang theme going on in your body. Let's make that the main focus for just a few more. Prolonging this drop, and at the same time, stretching up. Goes up. Yeah. Couple more. Okay, now we've been focusing on this. We've been focusing on this movement, right? Other hand is just cutting. Okay, it's just doing shomanuchi, the other hand. So just like we did last week, perhaps, whatever it was, the top hand is just cutting. This bottom hand goes that way. Top hand cuts. Bottom hand falls over the waterfall. Top hand is cutting. Bottom hand follows your partner's elbow. So again, this one is just cutting. Up and down, up and down. Other one is going this way. And when they come down, stretch the crown of your head up. This feeling. Nice, Moritz. Nice, Sarah. And then let's integrate the footwork. Again, I'm all about, I've got a bunch of different really wonderful senpai, dai senpai. Some of them contradict each other because case by case things work differently for different people. But so anyway, right now I'm all about Numata Sensei, my senpai. He's helping us so much. So, and I'm fascinated by what he's doing. Renewed fascination after 30 years. So we'll go with his footwork that he's teaching us. This foot going up, okay, the foot on the same side, sorry, this foot going forward. Same side as the cutting hand. On its way down, the other foot comes forward. Cutting hand, foot of the same side go forward as that cutting hand is going up. When everything is falling, other foot comes forward. Let it go up. And don't cut it short. Don't raise it just to here and cut. For now, let's take it all the way up. So, let me fix my camera slightly. Okay. So, here, here. Grow. Grow as your arms fall. Nice, Moritz. Yes, exactly what I'm talking about. Nice, Sarah. Elongate your neck as the hands go down. And then Cliff, if you want, you can exaggerate that neck elongation even more when these hands are falling down, if you want. This feeling. Oh, there it is. There it is. Very nice. Completely different. This is the Yamaguchi Sensei. If you look at his videos, he always grew as the hands were coming down, whether it was Ikkyo, Iriminage, whatever, but always this expansion this way. Just check on YouTube or wherever. No, check on my Virtual Dojo Video Resource Center. God, but we need to get more Yamaguchi Sensei videos in there. Maybe today's to-do list. All right, let's get our Jo. Okay, and then same just review of the same really. This is our partner. Our partner's coming towards us. And instead of just pushing them away, let's absorb them, deflect them up. Okay, so we just meet them with this arm here, and we deflect up. So here. And then we cut down. If something is up, then it's falling down is a good option for something that is up. For something that's already down, further down is not as easy. So let it come up, cut it down. Let it come up, cut it down. You can integrate the footwork again. Up, down. Don't rush any one part of this either, by the way. It's really tempting to just do that. But savor this up part. Nice, Cliff. Yes, 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 yes. Savor the up part, then let it drop its way down. And remember, when it comes down, stretch your neck up. Really stretch the neck up on its way down. Integrate the breathing too. Okay, this time, let's keep the contact at the end here and let the jo roll around the back of the thumb to give us nikkyo. If you hold the jo all the way down here, which is the natural place to hold it, then it'll be not so smooth when you go for nikkyo. So again, this is all, imaginary partner. So I recommend that you hold the jo maybe here, a quarter or a third of the way. Because then when you get here to nikkyo, it's very, very similar to their forearm. Nobody's forearm is this long, right? Yeah. So right here-ish. Around the back of the thumb, up to the opposite lapel. The top hand should go to the opposite side, not the same side. Savor the up. Stretch your neck as the hands come down. Keep stretching the neck. Keep stretching the shoulders down for this. This is another point. There's all these temptations in every technique to throw away our posture. And this is one of them. We like to do this. But man, when somebody hits you with their center, and all of this is aligned, all of this aligned, it's quite something, quite powerful. So here, here, it. And as Numata Sensei has pointed out to us, when we stand in Hammi, so sometimes I oversimplify it for my beginner students. So Zeres and Sarah, maybe you've heard me say that, when you're standing in Hammi, please make your belly button point exactly forward. Little bit not true. So it's the body naturally wants to point its belly button about there. What is that? Maybe 10 degrees, 15 degrees, something like that. Numata Sensei often says 45 degrees, but my body tends to go right about there. So that means that there's a new center now. My center changed from here to here. So this is my center in a sense. So when I bring this up for nikkyo, the nikkyo control here, I want that to line up with this center, this Hammi's center. Okay? not quite here, but also not out here. All right. Anyway, we can continue. So stretch up as you scoop this up and stretch up still. Compression, but expansion at the same time. And then we'll take it to the pin. So the bottom hand now drops down. It would go towards their elbow, wouldn't it? So if you imagine the elbow being here, elbow, and then fulcrum. Again, I'm babying my knee. Feel free to go down to your knees if you like, or not. My knee is not ready for contact with the floor. This hand stretches down. Use the fulcrum. Up. It comes down. I stretch up. I keep stretching up. Good. And this down. I'll give you this angle. Yep, okay. Here. Let's see if I can do it better this direction so I don't smash my TV. Here. Continue. Nice Moritz, yes, yes. Yes, beautiful Moritz. Yes, nice Sarah. Good. And then Sarah, oh, sorry. Yeah. One thing, instead of cutting this way, cut this way. See if you can make your forearm vertical instead of horizontal. There it is. Yeah. Nice Moritz. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Uh-huh. Nice Cliff. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Nice Cliff. Uh-huh. Cliff, if you give me a side angle, will you smash some of your furniture? Is it safe to give me a side angle? A side view? Maybe not. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, gonna give it a go. All right. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Then, Cliff, just one thing that I would suggest if you like. You're kind of you're allowing it to go up. That's great. But you're kind of keeping it out here, which which tempts the body, the upper body, to kind of fall forward. Anyway, if you absorb this power more, then that cut is even easier. If you're reaching out here to cut something that you're keeping out there, then it's a little bit forced. Hi. Check the time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be back in one moment. Have an idea. Okay. All right. Great. You can put your jo away or to the side. Let's go back to Shinkoku for just a little bit. There we can put a space between the feet. And remember about expanding onto the balls of your feet. Inhaling onto the balls of your feet. Exhaling a little bit back further on your feet. Stretch the crown of the head way up. And then let's turn. Bend the knees. You might want to make your feet even further apart. Imagine your wrist landing in your partner's palm of their hand. Still lead with the thumbs in both directions. But now the danger is that since we've all done Aikido and we've all run into that, to a person, whether they're like a super cooperative uke or very stubborn uke, still we know what this feels like when our wrist lands in somebody's hand. And so the tendency is to push with our shoulder at least a little bit. Now especially, there's no need to push with the shoulder. There's no need to lose your wonderful alignment and posture. This is already, you can see that I'm thinking about pushing on somebody. And you should see a difference now. And if I want to really make a strong connection with that person, rather than even tightening the shoulder, I keep the shoulder low and down, and then I can bend this front knee. Not shoulder. People, ukes love to fight with your shoulder tightness. So you just keep that alignment, but you can bend your knee as much as you like upon contact or just the moment before contact. And as we sink into our partner's hand, of course, what do you think? Stretch. Stretch the neck up. And then another point, Numata Sensei's influence again. So I was actually surprised to see him telling us, when I first started Aikido, I was told that I had to pivot on the balls of my feet. but it doesn't work. So all these years, I've been trying to pivot on the balls of my feet, but then I end up this way, right? And Numoto Sensei came up with this such a simple thing. This one comes up, out, and there you go. Now you're lined up. Okay, this one, then this one, this one, this one, this one. So think about your turn. And he's talking about it relieving back pain or not getting back pain in the first place. All right, so move your feet along the surface of the tatami or the floor or the carpet, whatever you've got. So as we practice this, we're working on stretching the neck up. We're working on letting the feet move along the surface of the our floor. Leading with the thumbs. Okay, and then I'll give everybody a few seconds. I didn't give you a heads up for a towel. See if you can find something like a towel, if possible. If not, no problem. Pillowcase. Great. Great. All right. I'm sure that Cliff is coming back with one. So let's put it in the hand that's being grabbed. Here. And then remember we were practicing this. Oh, that was for kotegaishi. Yeah. Anyway, let's reach up here and then around and watch how the towel swings. I noticed that when I did that, when I went through, I ended up a little bit like that, thinking about the towel. So beware of that. Don't do that. But notice how the towel swings, where it swings. Okay. So here, here, okay. And then I'm sort of cutting out one part that we often do, which is this whole thing. Anyway, then we take this up to our partner's shoulder or neck. And then tenkan, stepping back. And then sinking back with the towel, moving back that way. Okay, I have to go diagonal now. My room isn't quite big enough. No, let me try it this way still. Okay, so the hand is being grabbed, holds the towel. Step back for tenkan. Sink forward, then sink back. Hand is being grabbed, holds the towel. I better do it over here. Now, this is the shoulder or the neck. Step back. Okay. Here. Hand on their shoulder, tenkan. Hand on their shoulder, hand on their wrist with this one. Mm-hmm. me check the time. Wow. Continue. Nice, Moritz. Yeah. And then it's so natural, Moritz, especially if we're looking at this towel and thinking about the movement of the towel. It's so natural to go like this, you know, to look down at it. So now that you know that you've got that towel swinging the way we want it to swing, see if you can keep the head up as it goes. Stretch. Little counterintuitive. Good, Ceres. Okay, I'll start again. Here, here, here. This hand rests on their wrist. This hand is on their shoulder or neck, depending on your style. Step back to Tenkan. Shift forward, shift back. Okay, grab here. Then this hand is on their wrist. This hand is on the shoulder, the far shoulder. Step back to Tenkan. Okay, then Cliff, this will make a little more sense if you change your footwork. So it makes plenty of sense for most other styles, Iwama style also. I think the footwork is like this, but what we're doing is this. So, and that. So you look like you're kind of searching. And so that could be the missing link. So my wrist goes in my partner's hand. I just pivot, no steps whatsoever. I come free of this. Then this hand reaches to their shoulder or neck, depending on the style. Then Tenkan. Now no more steps. Forward, weight backward. And this is, Thomas Sensei was talking about that infinity symbol, I think he said, right? So that's where that comes in at the end. Let me show it again. Into the partner's wrist, pivot, take a hold of their shoulder or their neck. Now we start this infinity symbol, if you like. Again, depending on the style. I usually don't do so much of an infinity symbol, but it makes sense, it works. Here, here, this comes free, then this rests on their wrist, then this is on their shoulder or their neck. Step back, and now no more steps, just pivoting and weight shifting. Okay, here, here, here. As soon as you put your hand on their shoulder, then the infinity symbol starts, if you like that analogy, and Tenkan, this step. And hopefully this is clarifying and not further confusing people. Infinity symbol, and here. Okay, continue. Nice, Cliff. Yeah. Then once you get comfortable with the footwork and the hands and mechanics of everything, then get back to stretching your neck up. Very nice, Sarah. Wow. Beautiful, Sarah. Yeah. Nice, Moritz. Good, Cliff. There it goes. Yeah. And your towel will go more naturally, Cliff. You did this beautiful footwork here. Your towel will go even more easily, naturally, less of a contrived feeling. If when you take that step like you did and you come around, if you bend that front knee even more, and then you can pop to the back knee. And you can see the towel's moving a lot that way. If you take your step back and you just come back to this reasonable stance, you still have some play, you know, but not as much as if you come back to here and really go there. Depends on what the knees tolerate. There it is, Cliff. Yeah. Wow, nice. Yep. Well, Sarah, nice. Good, Ceres. Yeah. Wow, Moritz. Yeah. Great. Movement is getting bigger and bigger. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Now, Moritz, next thing is to keep make sure that this doesn't happen. It's only happening for one moment. A lot of people, it's like what happens through the whole thing. But yours, I think what it was when you went to do your turn, went out a little bit like this. So when you take that step back, see if you can keep the hips forward, not like that. And you see it all the time, especially when people have a human to work with, they do this, right? But here's their neck and spine, neck and shoulder, neck and shoulder. And then it's just that one moment that you have the hips out. Nice, Sarah. Wow. There it is, Moritz. Wow. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, Cliff. Nice. Great, Moritz. Yeah. Wow. All right, guys. Sad news. We've got to warm down. So put the towels to the side. Turn the center, reach out. Other way. Right, sideways. Let's sit. let's bow out. Shomen ni. Right. Hey. Arigatou gozaimashita. Feel free to unmute yourselves. I think there we go. Yeah. Good to see everybody. Nice representation. We've got Los Angeles, San Francisco, Germany, and the Netherlands. Wonderful. So happy to take any questions or comments or anything. Up to you, or nothing. That's fine too.
I really, excuse me. I really like that feeling of the pole and just turning around the center of axis. And I was just thinking about my sensei for just years had talked about those merry-go-rounds, you know, in the playgrounds. Remember those things you spin them? They were made of metal. They hurt kids, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you had this pole in the center, and this thing just went around it, and it built up incredible. And things went around, but you have to keep it straight.
Yeah.
You know, your axle.
Yep.
So.
Nice analogy. Yeah. Great. Yeah. And this whole thing about, you know, picking up your feet as you're turning, you know, almost 40 years in Aikido. And I was like, oh, it changed everything for me. So.
Are you turning on your heels? Because that's how I tend to do it. Just turn on the heels rather than the feet.
Let me think. I think the last one he's not. That's a good question. Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, I also don't think it was the last one was not on your heels. I think that he did, but
that's right. I think like it's 4,
I
right?
3 or 4. Yeah, I think so. And I also noticed that I was hurting my knees all the time. And then after the first class with Numata Sensei, and I tried that way, and I wasn't hurting my knees anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think what he's doing, let me think. If we're like this needs to be last. So yeah. So I think he's taking the back one first, then the front. So that's a heel and heel, but then the ball of the foot for that last one. Because then sometimes he'll do a cut where the heel goes down. That's what I think. But I'm going to check on Friday.
Yeah.
Now I challenge everybody to be at his let's see, your European time. What does that give you? The best chance of Numata Sensei's class?
7 o'clock class. It's
Yeah.
the European one.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
It's the same time as this one.
Okay, right. Yeah. Yeah, so it's nice. Who was it I was speaking with recently? Oh yeah, it was just on Facebook. The dad of one of our kids' class members. He posted this meme that was in Spanish, and I barely speak any Spanish, but I could understand the Spanish was translated to don't try to, it was written really well. Something about don't try to be the one who knows the most. Try to be the one who learns the most, or the one who wants to learn the most. Yeah. And it was Shoshin. So I'm really so happy that Numata Sensei is teaching with us, because I used to be able to train with him a few times every week, and he's so far senior to me. He's not my sensei, but he's my senpai. And so now I'm getting these realizations. Oh, I can move my feet like that. Oh, it's like that. So anyway, and we are back in our dojo with restrictions. It's really weird. We've got our masks on. We can't touch each other. but it's exciting and wonderful. We did a little bit of throwing each other without touching each other, no touch throws. And it was a bit contrived, but I think it was fun. And Zeres tuned in from via Zoom. And then I had 3 students and myself in the dojo. Zeres, it seemed like it was fun for you too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, it was fun for us. So
Mm.
I'm not sure if I'll start broadcasting this class from the dojo or not. We share that space with a church. And so it's hard to know. Oh, well, you know the church, Sarah. Anyway, we're
Yes.
in the basement now, but
Yeah,
it's different groups want
remember
to
the basement.
Yeah, it's incredible. And the echoes.
It wasn't the standard space yet, I think, when I was there, or it just
Correct.
became it or something, but we were definitely in there for a few times.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, we're also training again with distance here. So we're training on the beach. So I have sand all over my apartment all the time, but it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Moritz, are you guys training again or not yet?
Yes, first week now.
Wow.
Train with Joe, make kata.
I see. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, anyway, thanks so much. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. And stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Bye-bye.